slips at the crucial moment. Taken away by Harvey, and the Saints are out of strife. Going over the centre, Christian stands his ground. Pushed down in front, picked up by Loewe, tries to sweep it wide. Now where's Tony Lockett? Down towards Lockett. With him is McKeown. Lockett in front, gets it with one hand.
Yes, he's a danger man, no doubt, for Collingwood. Averaging 7 goals already this season per game, Tony Lockett. And look at the strength of Tony Lockett again. Taking a one-handed mark. Good use of the body, keeping Ronnie McKeown out of the contest.
Unbelievable. It's tremendous, isn't it? So Lockett, chance to make the margin 1 point. From 25 metres, the drop punt. The margin is now 1 point.
He had to control it. There's the throw in. Monkhurst wins it down. Shaw knocks it on. Gafer slips over. Winmar, brilliantly done. Hard against the boundary line. He snaps. What a goal! Oh, Mickey Winmar.
Good first quarter. The Collingwood skipper was looking for Barwick on that occasion, but was beaten to it. Peakin's kick is only a short one. Sets it up for Cracker, who's looking for Lockett, and finds him.
That's better. Tony Lockett must lead. He's trying to use his strength on a number of occasions with Ronnie McKeown, and McKeown has been able to match him in this department, but on this occasion Tony Lockett decided to lead, and he must continue to do that.
Lockett nearing a milestone. He's kicked 494 goals in his career, this for 495, and going for his 30th for the season. From 40 metres, Tony Lockett shoots. Tony Lockett goals. Pretty congested. Richardson couldn't take it. Grant does well. Christian and Loewe through them both. It leaves Morwood. Has it stolen by Winmar onto Loewe. A chance now for KITSCHKE. Down towards Lockett. He's got it.
Devonport uncontested. Taylor did well on the ground to support him. Devonport sells Rice into trouble, but he gets away. Kicks out wide. Mark is taken by Harding. This is Harvey. Towards half forward, Harvey. Goes looking for Lockett and will find him. Lockett.
As Gafer was playing in front of him, but he's sat over the ball and he's lost it. Winmar to Lockett. Going to the outer side, Morwood up too early. It came off Gafer's chest at the back. Rice tries to find Winmar. In fact, does it well. Bowie goes up towards half forward. Here's a chance for Stewart Loewe. Lockett gives him a lead, then drops back. Starts again. He gets clear. Can he get there in time? He can. Well, he's missed a couple, Bernie, from this distance as we have a look at that lead.
In fact, he's kicked 2 behinds and 1 out of bounds on the full for this quarter, Sandy. And this has been from about the area that he has missed those goals.
Yes, it's been no further out. He kicked 3 goals in the first quarter, yet to kick 1 in this team. From 40 metres. Looks a better looking kick off the boot. That's a goal. GOTCH. A little left footer. Lockett is going to have to move. Can't quite get there. But Cracker applies a good tackle. Russell's handball is dangerous. Bowie's in front. He sockers off the ground and he's kicked a miraculous goal.
Leads everywhere. Ignores Graham Wright in the centre. Wants to go down towards half forward. Harding sweeps it wide. Now a chance for the Saints. Laurie's kick is high. Oh, Warwick got up a mile. Didn't take the mark. Monkhurst backs him up. Goes towards Banks. Loewe could have interfered. The advantage is paid. Banks has a bounce. Loewe closing on him. Banks gets his kick. Towards half forward. Out the back it comes. Burke gets the hand pass away to Devonport. St.Kilda out of strike. Rice has got to beat 2 of them. He does. And his kick goes over the line at centre wing.
Enormous chase there by Doug Barwick. He nearly had Dean Rice.
Boundary throw in. Great stuff from Rice too. Had to move the ball any way he could. KITSCHKE and Starcevic. The Saints get the free. Pretty obvious. KITSCHKE is on right centre wing. Slips. Longhurst hanging back again. They need to run away from him. Loewe runs directly at him. Tactically unsound. Free kick is going Collingwood's way. Christian was pushed in the back. Loewe made the lead directly at the free man down there, Longhurst. 50. The Saints unaware of what the heck was happening there, but they're made aware. Collingwood not aware either. Or are they? Longhurst kicks it across to Christian. His kick it is. So eventually, alongside the centre circle, pumps it into the forward line, intended for Manson down there, but waiting behind Harding, who started the term well, lays it off to Taylor. Taylor swings it out wide. Morwood got a tricky bounce, taken away by Harvey. Nixon in trouble, claimed by Wright. Ball is yard free, picked up by Tuddenham. Gets the hand pass away to KITSCHKE. Gave his hand pass, now with Turner. Turner dragged off it by Laurie. The kick travels about 20 metres. Wright's got the run of it deep in the pocket. Pulls it back across his body. Wide of the marker, minor score.
4 points to Graham Wright. So he's been off target as well. One of the Collingwood offenders. We've had a few of them. Craig Starcevic, 1 goal 4. And Graham Wright yet to kick a goal and 4 behind.
Well, Paul Harding has a look down at Jimmy Cracker, who brought that ball back into play, and just shakes his head. Tuddenham the opportunity. Light rain again falling here at the MCG. He thinks about the short pass, Tuddenham. May have thought about it a little too long. Jeffrey. Heads to the boundary line in a not very subtle manner. So Scott Russell.
The umpire's right onto this these days. Russell Jeffrey, he knew he had nowhere to go and just headed for the boundary line.
Russell centering it. And no one waiting down in front for Collingwood. So Burke goes to Nixon. Towards the 50-metre line. Loewe plays on quickly to GOTCH. Up towards full forward, a floating kick. Great spoil by McKeown. And McGraw over the line. Now St.Kilda fans are asking the question, was that deliberate? And the umpire says no.
Well, I think the difference there, Sandy, the ball was heading that way, and on the other occasion, Russell Jeffrey just knocked it straight over the boundary line when he had it under his control.
14 points the margin. Longhurst wins it. Russell. Longhurst again. Cracker a chance. Lockett. But it had already gone through. One behind.
It's interesting. The St.Kilda fans can't find an umpire they like. There's McKeown. 7-14 to 6-7. Kicks to the outer side. Offhands it, falls forward. Harvey, like his game, runs to 50, loses a boot. It comes long down towards full forward. The mark is taken by Longhurst. He's played an outstanding game, albeit he hasn't had a rival. Spearman in defence, getting back to crowd Lockett. Goes for the short pass, to whom? Not quite sure. Barwick, some indecision with Russell. Nondescript football by the Magpies. We've got a throw in. 7-14 the Magpies. And the Saints are 6-7. There's the time remaining. Longhurst and Harding. Rice has got an opportunity now. Stood his ground courageously. Gets the hand pass away to Longhurst. Dragged down by Nixon. Yard free KITSCHKE. Well tackled by Jeffrey. Comes to Nixon. Was it tackled by McKeown? I'm not sure it was. From the centre bounce, Longhurst wins it, but it's Jeffrey who gets a kick for St Kilda. Down towards Nixon again. He can't take it cleanly. Wright shows pace. Still going. He's gained probably 45 metres. But look at the desperation. Back to Wright again. Inside 50. Centres for Manson. One bite. Can't complete it. Barwick was held. Play goes on. Tuddenham caught. Manson again. Throws it out. Tremendous stuff. GOTCH gets the hand pass away. Soccer towards the boundary line. And listen to this crowd applauding these players as they give their all. Richardson did well. KITSCHKE to Shaw. Short. And a kick inside 50 by Craig Starcevic. Wants to go on with it. Wants to centre it to Wright. Poor kick. Rice over the ball. Will be free kick. Goes to centre wing. Now a chance for Harvey again. Towards Loewe. And he's certainly come into this game since the move at half-time.
I think, Sandy, that Moorabbin is not the man to be minding Stewart Loewe. I would send Michael Christian back with him and put Shane Moorabbin on KITSCHKE, because Stewart Loewe is by far the more dangerous forward.
Again, light rain falling, but if Loewe's successful here, there'll only be a point separating these two sides. It's a big ask, just inside 50, but it's a good-looking drop punt going across the face of goal, however, and one behind is the result. So, a straight kick the difference here at the MCG. Collingwood lead 7-14 to 7-8. Exceptional game of football, this one. Hopefully, it'll be tight right till the final siren. It deserves that sort of finish. Winmar and Daicos, two champions, run it out of bounds. We've got a boundary throw in right half forward for the Saints. They trail by 6 points now. They've kept coming. KITSCHKE works his way to the front, in from the side, Starcevic. Moorabbin breaks away with it. High kick towards midfield. Big pack into the air. Devonport gets a first on it. Harding, having a fine term, unloads for a long kick. It's ill-directed. Longhurst again.
Bad kick there by Harding. He just went for the torpedo punt and should have placed a drop punt into the area where Tony Lockett could have flown for it.
McKeown dangerously pulls it back. Turner did well. Kept his composure. Swings it out wide. Christian now with an opportunity. Christian on centre wing. Goes looking for Russell. Almost the mark in the pockets of Taylor. He's been penalised. In the back, says the umpire. In fact, it's going to KITSCHKE. KITSCHKE was the player he was looking for. KITSCHKE, high kick, a centering kick, held by the arm Frawley surely, knocked away by Rice, off the ground, Banks. It's a goal. Collingwood have made a change. Keys has replaced Tuddenham. Monkhorst again from the centre, but again Jeffries takes the kick out of the middle towards Loewe, who could clash with Turner. Loewe too much height. Trouble with the greasy ball. Eventually flicks it back to accommodate Jim Cracker. Harding overruns it. Daicos down in defence to Shaw. Back to the centre. Grant chanced his arm. Jeffrey charges. Starcevic a chance from 50 metres. Starcevic's kick is wide. Well, his kicking for goal has certainly let him down today. 1 goal 5 out of Collingwood's 8-15.
He could have won the match off his own boot, Craig Starcevic. Started off with Tim Pekin picking him up, and now David Grant has a job.
Devonport kicks in. Basic tenet of football at the other end. Harding, who took that mark, had right of way, and a teammate Nixon got in his road. Laurie's kick towards half forward. Off hands, an opportunity behind for Loewe, but crashing through. Great courage shown by Shaw. Gaper, sweeping hand pass away. Turner back to Gaper. McKeown, though, nipped in, took it, goes towards half forward, and Banks. Banks the hand pass over the top. Barwick. Barwick back towards Banks. Not a particularly good handball. He tracks it down deep in the pocket, surrounded by Saints, tackled by Pekin. Ball jarred free, but Pekin will get a free kick for holding the ball.
Very fortunate with the Saints there, because Grant Laurie had run up the ground and hadn't got back to pick up Dennis Banks.
Pekin towards the outer side. Wright does well, fighting against Harding there to get it out of bounds. The little fellow, recruited from Tasmania, and the big fellow recruited from Western Australia. Time remaining. Starcevic comes over the top. An arm on the shoulder, though. I think Harding was awarded the free. Advantage is paid. Away comes Jeffrey, having a fine third term. The kick not a particularly good one. Loewe led initially in the race, but bounced obligingly for Christian to Shaw. Tries to get it to McKeown. He's well tackled. holding the man, says the umpire. Well, according to the umpire, he didn't take possession, Mick McGuan. He's at half-back, McGuan. Kicks in towards the centre. Wasn't a good kick. Harvey couldn't pick it up on the half volley. Jimmy Cracker has given away a free kick for kicking in the danger.
Well, that certainly was kicking in danger, and very dangerous thing to do there from Jimmy Cracker.
He kicks down towards full forward. KITSCHKE. Oh, he's bent it back too far. Kicked a goal in the first quarter. Collingwood moved to 8-16. The Saints are 7-8. This is Grant Laurie. Virtually straight down the ground. Was looking for Harding. Rice ran into trouble and has given away the free kick.
They're looking slightly rattled at the moment, St.Kilda.
Graham Wright to take it. Almost down to half forward. Wright not sure where to go. Eventually decides to pump it long. Down towards the square. Banks in from the side. Harding to effect the spoil. Devonport under pressure. Going to be free kick. From full back. Collingwood have the numbers. And the boundary line. Keys has just come onto the ground. And he sees it over. Tuddenham having a spell on the bench. Harding, front spot. Starcevic from behind. Jimmy Cracker on to Russell Jeffrey. To half forward. Lowe's got to get over the top of Monkhorst. Can't do it. GOTCH in there to assist, but Monkhorst has done well. Well, GOTCH has got a free kick. In the back. Wide, and Loewe had created space some 35 to 40 metres out from goal. So another important kick for Stuart Loewe. Only his 7th for the day, but was certainly well held in the first half. From 40 metres, Lowe's floating punt kick again is a shocker. Out of bounds on the full. I've seen a couple of them today. Bernie, any excuses for that?
Well, that's where Stewie Lowe let himself down last season. A tremendous marker of the football, but on a number of occasions from about that 40-metre range, just could not convert.
Gaper over the top, couldn't hang on. White's got it now. Around the outer side he goes. Long kick down towards half forward. Knocked on by Starcevic. Falls to Barwick. Here's trouble. Barwick goes looking for KITSCHKE. KITSCHKE claimed. Well done by Taylor. He dives on top of the ball, confronted by Keys. And he ties it up, does Kane Taylor. Young player improving with every game. Bounced down about 40 metres out from Collingwood's attacking goal. Just under 8.5 minutes remaining in this third term. Under cloudy skies. Manson, clean possession. Hand passes away, but shepherding. And the kick is played against Starcevic. Harding's got it. Harding comes Members' side with a high kick. KITSCHKE's in front. Strong mark opposed to Morwood. The quality of the opposition was there, but KITSCHKE dragged it in. He's on centre wing. Long kick. They'll contest in the true centre half forward position. Lowe infringed that time. Pushed Christian in the back. Christian wasting no time. Gives it to Daicos. Haven't seen much of him since the opening term. To Shaw. Shaw kicks long towards half forward. Harding's in the road. Courageous mark. Manson was bearing down. But of course, he had no alternative. Manson not altogether happy with that. This is Frawley. Back towards half forward. A game of defences. Jamie Turner got it off hands to Russell. Spreads the hand pass away to Gaper. Gaper goes towards half forward. Awkward bounce there for Barwick. Manson slaps it out to accommodate Barwick. Held without it. Play on, says the umpire. He must have been holding the ball then. Deacon comes away. There was no decision. Harvey has it on the outer side. Chipped past it. Cracker. He's taken the mark too far out to score. 60 metres from goal. Lockett makes his move to the pocket. The kick goes in that direction. Lockett will mark. He's kicked 4.
He still is making it very difficult for himself by leading so wide, Tony Lockett, but the Collingwood defence has been good because they've filled up the gaps where Tony Lockett should be leading into.
A study and concentration. The league's leading goal kicker sends this one on its way, misses to the near side. Four goals, 3 to Tony Lockett.
And also one out of bounds on the full.
Yes, 7-9 to 8-16. And St Kilda can get close, but they can't at the moment overtake. McKeown, members side. Morwood. Might have been some illegal shepherding going on there.
They've done their homework very well, Collingwood, because they've cut out Stewie Loewe, and also with Monkhorst going back and assisting Riley McKeown, it's made it tough for Tony Lockett.
And now Lockett has lost it for a similar offence. Monkhorst sweeps it wide for Morwood. Tucked in the back pocket. Goes over the top of Jimmy Cracker to Scott Russell. Floating it towards centre wing and Gaifer. Receiving close attention from Winmar. Plays on now. Morwood had followed it down. Rice gets there, but he gets his kick away to shore. Collingwood running in a line. Down towards Manson and Barwick. Or Richardson tried to go straight through, soccering off the ground. Harding runs into trouble. Francisca is also in plenty of strife. Manson goes in over the top. The ball comes out to the side with Danny Frawley. His kick is partly smothered. Bowie gets past Shaw. Now a chance for the Saints to run it wide. KITSCHKE's on centre wing. From 75 metres. Puts it up high. Lockett from behind. Can't take them up. Burke. Soccer off the ground. Will he? Gets claimed. Cracker picks it up. Gives ground. And the mark is taken by Nixon. Oh, what a game this is. It has got everything. Nixon now will kick from close to 40 metres. The Saints trailing at the moment by 13 points. Kicked a great goal earlier in this quarter. And St Kilda needs this one if they're to come back. He's got it. So again, the gap is closed. Collingwood leads 8-16 to 8-9.
Yes, and Collingwood's inaccurate kicking hasn't helped their cause at all, because on a number of occasions they've missed easy chances. Starcevic and Graham Wright, but Ricky Nixon on that occasion kicking his second goal for the quarter. St Kilda won't lay down. They're giving their all, and they're not out of this match.
57 plays 64. The Magpies by 7 points. Late in this third term. Banks the hand pass away, taken by Wright, who kicks inside 50. Frawley has been a star. What a strong mark that was. Could almost get 50.
Oh, it should be 50. There's no need for that interference.
He's going to take it off Frawley, is he? He's having a word to Frawley. Frawley did lash out with the boot.
Exactly, Dennis, and maybe a bit fortunate.
Well, that's frustration. Manson had no right to hang on, I guess. Kick to the outer side. Harding over his head. Daicos in the road, though. Breaks away from centre wing. Long kick down towards full forward. Taylor over the top, fisting away for the Saints, but they're in desperate trouble. Getting back is Laurie. Bowie. Strong tackling down there. Richardson almost threw it out. Taken by Wright to Daicos. 40 metres out. Daicos is off target. Minor score. 8-17 to 8-9. Just under 3.5 minutes remaining in the third term. There's Devonport. Long kick towards the outer side. Lurking behind is Harvey. It doesn't come to him, though. Daicos read it well off hands and pumps it back again. Laurie in best position. Takes the defensive mark. The Saints beleaguered now as he goes to the outer side. Grant, the Centurion today. The defensive side of left half-back. Hoisted high. Over the top, Turner, almost a big mark. Morwood behind. Can he control it? Pekin grabbed him. Over the ball is Turner. 4 Saints against 3 Magpies. KITSCHKE the hand pass out wide, but Nixon can't hang on and will have a throw in. Bernie, if you dropped the dollar down out there at the moment, you wouldn't stop to pick it up, would you?
It's pretty hot out there, isn't it, Sandy? The tackling and chasing has been enormous from both sides today.
Tackling has been fantastic. It's the throw in again. Got to be a St Kilda free kick. KITSCHKE wastes no time. The Saints push it down towards Loewe. Monkhorst, as usual, is there, but he runs into trouble. Close to the boundary line. Jim Cracker. Again giving ground. Looking for Winmar. Was in front, but Gaifer was able to effect the spoil. And there'll be a free kick. Collingwood players ask the question, and the umpire replies in the affirmative. Gaifer from half back. Going wide. Manson. Well down. Harding. Nixon. A chance for St Kilda here. Inside 50 is floating kick for Loewe.
Well done, Stewie Loewe. He's come into the match in this third quarter. First half he was well held by Michael Christian, and of course Monkhorst falling back across that half-back line and full-back line. Good strong pair of hands, Stewie Loewe.
And it may be too, Sandy, that Paul Harding's playing his best game of VFL football this afternoon. Loewe from 35 metres, a very important kick with only a minute and a half remaining. He's kicked it. So again, St Kilda fights back, but they still trail Collingwood. Collingwood 8-17, St Kilda 9-9.
Yes, it has been atrocious kicking by Collingwood, 17 behinds for the day. They've had many opportunities in that first half, and now it may be costly because Stewart, Loewe and some of those big St Kilda forwards are coming into the play. Great mark there by Stewie Loewe, and an excellent kick for goal. Collingwood by 2 points. The dying stages of the third term. We're set for a great last quarter. Starcevic to Daicos. Is this the quick reply? Daicos again is wayward. He's missed to the left this time. He's overcompensated. What a thriller. Collingwood lead by 3 points. It's unusual, Dennis, for Peter Daicos to be so inaccurate. Yes. 2 goals, 3 and 1 out of bounds on the full. He and Lockett have missed their chances today. Crawley. Sensational game in defence. Drives to the outer side. Pack into the air. Harding couldn't control it. Paddled out by Grant. Taken by Jeffrey. Jeffrey from half back towards half forward. Can the Saints get the lead for the first time today? No, they can't. Not for the moment at least. Monkhorst is in desperate trouble. KITSCHKE, was he held without it? I thought so. KITSCHKE alongside the centre circle. Plays on quickly. Here's Jeffrey. Loewe is the target. He should mark this one low. Got hands to it. Couldn't hang on. Sure, the clever hand pass. Monkhorst. We've got 20 seconds remaining in the term. Harding again. Marvellous turn from the big fellow. He's still going towards half forward, but he left it behind. Pekin dives on top of it, and the umpire calls for a ball up. We're down to 10 seconds now. That may have been the last action of the quarter. The siren is set to go. And at three-quarter time, St Kilda trail by 3 points. Collingwood 8-18-66. St Kilda 9-9-63. It's been a pearler all day. Daicos through the traffic. Richardson over the ball. Socket off the ground by Cracker. Taken by Bowie. Ambitious hand pass. Winmar superbly done. Kept it in front. Knocked away by Morwood. In the road though was Loewe. Back to Bowie. Bowie pulls it down towards full forward. Off hands, a chance for Burke in front. Dragged down by Monkhorst. In comes Shaw. Pushed off it by Winmar. On his knees, Winmar got it to Burke. To Nixon, who's kicked 2 goals, but he gives it away. Shaw comes away. High kick towards centre field. KITSCHKE's got it. Lack of talking. He's run down from behind by Banks. Socket away. A little toe poke by Harding, who then flicks it across to Jeffrey. He's claimed by Starcevic. Bowie's hand pass. He tried to thread the needle. Was unsuccessful. Daicos comes away. High kick towards half forward. Big pack into the air. The ball goes on, worth a kick for Collingwood. Taylor leads in the race. Goes off the ground. Did well. Bowie. Back to Taylor. Taylor storms to right half back. Drives down towards half forward. Loewe wasn't watching the ball. Brilliantly gathered though by Rice. The Saints away. Rice runs inside 50. Goes looking for Lockett. And what a strong mark that was. Tremendous play by Rice as well, racing down that wing on a number of occasions, got plenty of pace. Tony Lockett out in front, Roddy McKeown, not much he could do about it. Good pass from Dean Rice.
Deceptive sort of kick, though, that one. Lockett's kicked 4 already, and I'm sure he anticipated the ball would arrive far more quickly. It was a chip, but he did very well, Tony Lockett. He's kicking from about 35 metres out. The Saints looking to take the lead for the first time today. They're in front. St Kilda, 10-9, 69. Collingwood, 8-18, 66.
5 goals for Tony Lockett. 3 behinds and 1 out of bounds on the full. Dean Rice, tremendous dash along that outer wing. Chips it out in front of Tony Lockett. Roddy McKeown just could not get there. Tony Lockett's height and reach advantage winning out.
498 goals to Lockett, and what a start to this final quarter. Hammered down in towards the half-forward line of Collingwood. Richardson is there, wants someone going past. It's Keys. Is this the quick reply? Offline to the left and a behind. Well, it has been nip and tuck all day. Both sides have had big chances. The margin is 2 points. Devonport goes to the outer side. Harding was the target. Keys takes a fine mark from behind. KITSCHKE is ignored. It's kicking from outside 50. It's a good-looking drop punt. Pulling it to the left slightly. And Devonport... No, it's not kept out of bounds. Smothered off the boot of KITSCHKE. Grant, under great pressure, gets a kick away to the half-back line. Winmar unable to take the mark. Pushed towards Banks, intercepted by Harvey. It is literally boots and all here at the MCG at the moment. Banks again gets a short kick. Winmar lost it again. Oh. And finally the umpire comes in and decides upon a bounce. But Bernie, have you seen desperate play like this in recent times?
I haven't seen a game with as much pressure, a home and away game, especially, well, I think both sides have been tremendously desperate all day, and it's a real grand final type atmosphere.
Graham Wright. And a fine mark on the last line of defence by Devonport. Wants to get rid of it quickly, gets the hand pass away. Pekin looks to get some distance and goes long towards centre wing. Tapped in towards the centre, but straight to Gafer. On to Turner. Danger again for St Kilda. Again, a lack of talking between Grant and Rice. Past Shaw, however. Bowie backs up. In towards the centre. Banks taken out of it. Harding is still going. Looks for the free kick. It doesn't come his way. Wright. Inside 50. Graham Wright shoots. And he misses again to the left.
5 behind, Sandy, from Graham Wright.
And a point the difference. 8-20.
That's atrocious kicking by Collingwood, isn't it?
Plays 10-9.
That's 2 goals, 15 since quarter time.
Devonport to the outer side. Well-weighted kick. Starcevic did very well going back on Pekin. Fisted the ball out of bounds.
Who's your selection in this game, Dennis?
Well, interesting one. I think St Kilda will lose it if that's going to happen themselves. I think they've got the Maggies, but whether they can just overcome their own problems, psychological problems, just keep their act together. I like the look of the Saints at the moment. Harding to Winmar. That sort of thing, though, is going to cost them dearly. Out of bounds on the full. No pressure on the ball carrier, Winmar. Christian. The Magpies have been there before, of course. Christian runs around the man on the mark, kicks back towards half forward. Frawley gets a fist on it, comes to Banks. Oh, well done by Harding. Stripped him at the ball. This is Keys. Dragged down by Winmar. Despite being in the grasp, got the kick away. I think it wafted out of bounds on the full. It did. And the resultant free will be taken by Devonport. Looking to change play. Should still come to Bowie. Too late now. So Devonport indicating he'll go for distance. With a long kick to the outer side. Pekin was the flyer, but in front of him was Manson. James Manson pumping Collingwood into their attacking zone once more. No mark taken. KITSCHKE gets it out to Daicos. A little tiny chip. with only 5 or 6 metres. Key's kick goes backwards and it lands on the chest of Francisco. Gavin Francisco coming up for only his 6th kick of the day. But if he can score a goal, it will certainly help Collingwood.
Yeah, he kicks the ball a long distance too, Sandy, so he's not without a chance here.
Kicking just on the 50-metre line. It is a good-looking kick. Was it touched? It's a goal. Bad defence by the Saints has put Collingwood back in front. Somebody should have taken a run at that kick. We're across the goal line, reaching up for the ball. This is Richardson. Hand passes away. Magpies have gone up a gear. Banks finds McKeown. Long kick towards a vacant goal square. Storming across though is Taylor, and Taylor's put it out of bounds on the full. A costly mistake. Barwick thought about playing on. He's told he's played on. Right across the goal face goes the kick. And the umpire is saying throw it in because Barwick played on out of bounds. Fair enough call by the umpire too. Quite often, we've seen that in the past, where the umpire will call play on, the player is out of bounds and they let it go. Can't play on out of bounds. So here's the throw in. Manson and Loewe. Manson, clean possession, crashes to the ground. Peakin in there. Coming out the other side was Shaw. Waller. Collingwood 9-20. St Kilda 10-9. Magpies by 5. Peakin over the top, gets it away. Grant's got it now to Bowie. Got some pace, but not on the ground. Did well. Got it back to Peakin. Peakin towards centre wing. Wright leads back in the race. McKeown there too. McKeown's got it. Gets the hand pass away. Taken by Russell. Russell over the top. Longhurst. Great tackle by Winmar. Should have been rewarded.
Definitely.
Oh, well played. Peakin knocked it out to accommodate Cracker. This is Harvey. Harvey down towards left half forward. Stumbles momentarily. A centering kick. Nixon.
Well done, Harvey. Weighed up his options.
Looking for Lockett. The big fellow goes back. Couldn't hang on. Kept his feet well low. Lockett for number 6. He's got it with the left foot. What a goal. 11-9-75. The Saints hit back. Collingwood a 9-27-4.
Tony Lockett now sitting on 499 goals in his career as Nixon goes in long. Using his strength there, Tony Lockett. And Mueller recovering well. I think he was just about claiming the mark, but when he saw they didn't have it, recovered well on that left foot, snapped a great goal.
The margin is again 1 point. In the centre. Loewe won that one. Winmar gets claim. The Saints still have possession through Harvey, but it's taken now by Daicos. To Collingwood's half-forward line. Starcevic trying to tap on. Manson comes a long way out. Gives it to Scott Russell. A hurried kick down towards Barwick. He's clear, Doug Barwick. Can he emulate the feats of Tony Lockett? He can. Collingwood leads. What a game.
Yes, great play there by Doug Barwick. We see a good shepherd here on the ground too by Craig Starcevic, a tremendous shepherd which allowed Doug Barwick to break free. Wasn't sure which way to go for a moment, then onto the left foot. And a very handy player for Collingwood with 2 goals, Doug Barwick.
The Magpie chant goes up, but it's still anyone's game. Loewe and Monkhorst. Loewe wins it, but right again out of the centre. Shades of the first quarter. Starcevic got it wide to Banks. A fit of the fumble. The pressure is great. Manson to ground. And a bounce, but Collingwood again have it inside 50. They're getting very tired now. Evidence there from Banks. Couldn't pick it up. This is Harvey. Hurried kick towards centre wing. Collingwood have got the numbers. KITSCHKE tries to knock it across to support. Still he battles. 3-on-1 though, beat him. Daicos, was he carried forward? No, holding the ball, says the umpire.
Oh, that's a tough decision.
Winmar takes the hand pass. Out wide with a kick. KITSCHKE takes the lunging mark. KITSCHKE, centre wing. McKeown gave him some space on the mark. Centering kick, what a beauty. Bowie. So the Saints are coming back again. To Jeffrey, he'll run inside 50. Is he accurate from here? No. Lockett over the line. Behind. 11-10 St Kilda. 10-20 Collingwood. The margin is 4 points. All the time in the world remaining. McKeown needs a shave. It's a little thing, Sandy. McKeown goes towards the outer side. At the fall of the ball, Collingwood in number. Keys the clever mark.
Terry Keys from half back. Going almost over the centre line. Thrown out, but accepted. Right again. Can't pick it up cleanly. Shaw. Russell gets it out wide. Richardson picks it up in the centre. But the Saints are applying the pressure. Gaifer gets a hurried kick to half forward. Barwick up high. At the back was Taylor. Off to Frawley. And out of trouble on the outer side. Nixon to Rice. He'll get another chance. This time goes longer. Tumbling it to half forward. And Harding takes the mark. The big man wants to go on with it. Onto the left foot. Out comes Lockett. He's the meat in the sandwich because Monkhurst was at the back. Oh, Burke has a shot at goal. Will it bounce? It does, but over the line, Michael Christian sees it for one behind. Yes, that's the pressure of it all. 3 points in it. McKeown again. Looking for something. Decides to go towards Shane Morwood. Read it well. Takes the kick from half back. Wide to Graham Wright. Just gets his kick in time, finding Dennis Banks close to the boundary line.
Banks just forward of centre wing. 3 points the difference. Kicks to the 50-metre line. Big pack into the air. Manson got his fingertips to it. Couldn't rake it in. This is Taylor to Bowie, who's been lively. Runs away from half-back. Ill-directed kick to half-forward. Shaw has been resolute in defence. Little chip pass out wide. Wright creating havoc on this wing. One bounce. Kicks towards half-forward. Frawley comes over the top. Great defensive spoil. Gets it out of bounds.
Both sides have stood up very well, haven't they, to the pressure. It's been a game where you expect one side to crack at some stage, but both sides have stuck with it, and we've seen a magnificent game of football.
Off hands, Richardson an opportunity. Starcevic. Spills come to Pekin, though. Pekin back towards Nixon, surrounded by Collingwood players. He took the mark. Gets it to Cracker. Cracker almost in the grasp. Goes down towards half-forward. KITSCHKE couldn't hang on. Controls it brilliantly. The big fella gets it across to Nixon. Down towards Lockett. He's run out now with McKeown. McKeown a timely fist. And Morwood runs it out of bounds. Boundary throw in.
Six goals to Lockett. 2 to Barwick. 2 to Krasiska. 2 to Daicos for the Magpies. There's the throw in. Daicos. Close to the boundary line. Nixon. And this big crowd really getting its money's worth today. Centering it again for Lockett. A slight misunderstanding between he and KITSCHKE. McKeown is the victor. He has Keys there to help him. Uses that player. Gets rid of it close to the boundary line. It's over. And we'll see a throw in.
Almost a free kick to Terry Keys there.
Would have thought so. He punched it away, didn't he?
Yep, definitely, Dennis.
Still on St Kilda's half-forward line, and still plenty of time for either side to win this one. 11 minutes, in fact, remaining. Keys again in the thick of things. Socket off the ground, but straight to Morwood. Goes wide into Daicos. Short, up on centre wing, the mark taken by Richardson.
Official attendance today, 67,893. Richardson goes in short for CITSCHKE. And they're lucky people because they've seen one of the best games of the last 3 or 4 seasons without question. For CITSCHKE, long inside 50. Off hands. Frawley with dash comes away from full-back. To the outer side. KITSCHKE in front, fisted away by Christian. And the ball will be thrown in.
Bad kick though there by Danny Frawley. Great dash out of the back line, but going for the torpedo. No percentage in that sort of kick.
Throw in outer side. 80, plays 77. Starcevic and KITSCHKE. The latter wins it down. Over the ball is Rice. Picked up by Pekin. He's very adroit with a hand pass. Sends Nixon away. Not a good kick though. Morwood. Bad luck for Morwood, trying to rake in the mark. Almost gave it to Harding as he pushed, not according to the umpire. Harding's hand pass directly at McKeown. Could have been held without it. Play goes on.
I don't think I've seen a match like this, Dennis, with the amount of pressure that's been applied by both sides right from the first bounce.
Play went on briefly. Now we've got a bounce. And the umpires to be congratulated too. They've let it go today. Monkhurst is up, slaps it straight down. KITSCHKE. Party trick. Harvey gets it across to Rice. Now he settles, goes down towards the pocket. Cracker an opportunity. Oh, had he stood his ground, he could have been pushed in the back. He went back after the ball. McGlon scrambles it out. Close to the boundary line. Russell content to get it out of bounds. How will the umpire see that? Throw it in, says the umpire.
Just on 9 minutes remaining. 3 points the margin, favouring Collingwood. KITSCHKE up high. Cracker pulls it back. Oh, it's a good-looking kick into the square. Can he shepherd that through? Locked up right in the square. And there's no way known that ball will come out of there. Mick McGuan. Getting up from underneath Tony Lockett. Takes a couple of deep breaths. Monkhurst. Oh, GOTCH. Is he pushed? In the back? Yes, said the umpire. So Bradley GOTCH will take the free kick 10 metres out. But on quite an angle.
Gutsy decision that, because in the scheme of things it doesn't look that bad, but obviously it throws a player right off balance.
Yes, there's no doubt there was a push in the back there against Brad GOTCH.
Looking for his first goal of the day and looking to again regain the lead for St Kilda. Going to give himself plenty of room. He's on the right side for a left footer. And he's missed. One behind.
Ooh, the pressure's,
2 points.
Oh, the pressure's just amazing out there today.
McKeown again. Both fullbacks having had plenty of work to do. Nixon wants to get the hand pass wide. Harding leaves it for Rice. Gets his kick up towards Lockett. And it eventually goes over the line. For another throw-in. Again in the left forward pocket. St Kilda in attack. And trailing. The Saints fans have had their moments. The Magpie fans have had their moments. KITSCHKE bowing. A snap. A goal. St Kilda regain the lead.
St Kilda lead by 4 points. Can they break it open? Here's Loewe towards half forward. CITSCHKE put his body in. Well played. Deft deflection. Gets it to Russell. To Gaffer. Gaffer goes out wide. Starcevic. Too far out to score. He's at left half forward. Centering kick. Right. Harvey almost closed him down. Ricochets off Jeffrey. Turner's got it. Dragged off the kick. It comes across to Banks. Tries to knock it to Wright. Jeffrey superbly done. Wright gets the hand pass away. Knocked on by Laurie. Remarkable stuff. Block to Cracker, who runs up through the middle. Telling kick to half forward. Harding's up in front. Clears he and his marker Morwood. Lockett couldn't control it. Shaw's got it. Lockett decked the couple. Morwood. Hand passes out wide. That was Jimmy Cracker. Daper's got it. Goes to centre wing, and the mark is taken out there by Starcevic. Starcevic, long kick. Back goes Richardson. Gathers the bouncing ball. It's tied up there underneath he and Loewe. Holding the ball, says the umpire. Loewe to get the free, and they tell me that was Winmar who went whizzing past. It was a quick express. Very quick.
Loewe from half back to centre wing. Out of all the congestion comes Keys. Another long kick. But the only one with his eye on the ball at all times was Grant Loewe.
And Monkhurst in a little bit of trouble behind play too, looks very sore.
5 1/4 minutes remaining. St Kilda leads by 4 points. Loewe again to centre wing. KITSCHKE this time. Played well. Going short. Try that because it's found GOTCH. Now that could be a very telling 50-metre penalty. It is going to bring GOTCH down to within 40 metres of goal, and should it result in a goal, is going to make things very tough for the Magpies to get back, even though there's still 5 minutes remaining.
Yes, very ticky touch with those sort of decisions. A player can throw himself forward at the last moment and make it look like he's been shoved.
The left foot of Bradley GOTCH into the square. Oh. And off hands for behind as the moans and groans continue.
That's heavyweight stuff, isn't it? Lockett on a collision course with Monkhurst.
Oh. We saw Monkhurst too after an earlier collision on the centre wing.
There'll be some weary bodies tonight. There's the Saints camp. And this is Ronnie McKeown. Straight down the middle. KITSCHKE in from the side. No mark to Loewe. Thrown out to Shaw. A high kick into the middle.
Oh, great courage.
Courage by Turner. Here's trouble. KITSCHKE has it for Collingwood. This could be dangerous. He goes long. There's a push. And it was noticed. Barwick on Devonport.
Great positioning by Rowan Swords. Devonport. Oops, he's made it hard for Jeffrey. KITSCHKE gives away a free kick. Magpies are unhappy.
The free kick was there. High tackle on Jeffrey.
Jeffrey comes out wide, intended for Winmar, and the ball crosses the boundary line. Just talking about that March internal draft, the bonanza for St Kilda certainly. They picked up Jim Cracker at number 3, Tim Pekin at number 9, Russell Jeffrey at number 23, and they've all been stars today. Now it's a Collingwood free kick. We'll go to Starcevic, down towards right half forward. Cargie standing the mark. St Kilda by 5 points. Starcevic long. Under 4 minutes remaining. Daicos over the ball, but we've got a whistle and a bounce about 15 metres out from goal.
How often does that happen? The player's just about to run away with the ball and the umpire calls for a ball up.
Lee Matthews and Ronnie Richards, the Collingwood camp, keeping an eye on it. That one's over the line. Under 3.5 minutes remaining. Well, this crowd of almost 70,000 have certainly got their money's worth.
Free to Daicos.
And there is a free kick going the way of Peter Daicos.
I think the umpire was indicating that there had been a knee to the midriff.
It's a very sensitive area anyway. And loose checking by St Kilda. Suddenly the door has opened again and that man is jubilant.
Oh, well, that'll be... This is a tragedy for St Kilda, isn't it?
Richardson the chance to give the Magpies the lead by a point with under 3 minutes remaining. Alan Richardson has not scored today, can cover himself in glory. Kicks and goals. The Maggies are back in front. Collingwood 11-20-86. St Kilda 12-13-85.
And there's still plenty of time left here, Sandy. 2.5 minutes. We could even see a drawn match as Richardson takes that kick for goal to put the Maggies in front by the solitary point, but still with 2.5 minutes to go. St Kilda have plenty of time to get it down their end.
Game performance by Collingwood. They're back in front. They lead by a solitary point. Off the ground. We're talking about history in that grand final before. How's this? A sense of deja vu. Monkhurst has got it. A hurried kick coming down towards half forward. Richardson going back. Met by Grant. It spills to right. Right goes for a run. Is it right half forward? There's a vacant goal square. He goes short to the pocket and Barwick. Barwick can run in. Crawley comes to meet him. He peels off the hand pass to Manson. And Manson may have got the sealer. $12:20 to 12:13.
And Graham Wright has been an enormous player on the wing for Collingwood all day. Chipped that one over to Doug Barwick, unattended in the forward pocket. Barwick thought about having a shot at goal, but a great hand pass there to Manson over the top. And Collingwood, very hard to toss from there.
The Magpies lead by 7 points. Russell, a high kick out of the centre, but going nowhere but wide. Rice, a chance to use his pace. The Saints are going to have to move it quickly now. He's got a free kick, Rice. The players don't realise it, but the whistle had sounded. And Dean Rice, a free kick for push in the back. Goes quickly on with it. Finding Harding, 1.5 minutes remaining. A high kick. Lockett's got to find something, but he can't get there, and it's hammered over the line by a tired but desperate Damian Monkhurst.
Great game by Monkhurst.
Interesting interpretation, that one. The double fister out of bounds, uncontested.
7 points, the margin favouring Collingwood. KITSCHKE trying to flick it over the back, but Russell takes it again. Goes wide and finds the boundary line on the outer side. And all of a sudden, a feeling that the run of St Kilda has ended. And Collingwood has come from behind to snatch a thriller. We have 1 minute remaining.
Throwing out his side. Loewe, twisting away. They've got to get a goal and stop the clock to the Saints. Harding, the kick of a very tired man, straight up in the air. Back it comes to Rice. Rice pumps it back inside 50. In front, Christian. It falls to Cracker. Last roll of the dice time. He was upended. Monkhurst gets it to Russell. Out wide, taken by KITSCHKE. Over the top, Christian. The Magpies, one senses, have weathered the storm, although Winmar has other ideas to GOTCH. They need a goal desperately. Lockett, what a mark! But the clock will not stop, or it hasn't yet. The clock is running on. He needs to kick a goal and stop the clock.
I think he realises it. He's gone back very quickly, Tony Lockett, to have this shot at goal.
And this for goal number 500 in his career.
Everything's happening. We're down to 9 seconds. Kick it, Tony. Kick is on its way. It's good. A milestone for Lockett. But the Magpies are still in front. There's the siren.